Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. We made it. It is the weekend. Do you look forward to the weekends? It's kind of funny. We work throughout the week or whatever. Actually, I've had a long break. I was on vacation, so I was pretty relaxed. But it doesn't matter if you're off for the week or not. There's something about the weekends. I think we're programmed with it because my husband's been retired for 7 years, and he's still very protective of his weekends. Like you know, you can do anything you want. I mean, he's an adult. He's a big boy, right? He's an adult. It's like you don't have to save anything for the weekends, and nobody's taking your weekend. I am protective of my weekends because I do go into the office and I do work. I do have a job. He doesn't, but I think it's an ingrained thing for so many years of actually working outside of the house. The weekends come and you're like, it's mine. Just leave me alone. So it is the weekend. I hope you have a wonderful, restful, joyful weekend, and you get the opportunity to get whatever it is that you had on your plate that you were really wanting to get done through the week and you were just too tired to tackle it. I really hope you have that opportunity. I started something. I did. I should be, speaking of tackle it, I should be working on my tackle it project, but I don't think I picked one out. See, that's an odd, I get, is that a mulligan? Do it again? Something like that? I don't know. But I get that little reprieve, so to speak. Yeah. Okay. So I started something. You want to see it? I know you do. I know you do. So we've been talking about socks, right? I have my husband's toe socks and I've got the crochet socks going on, and I started another pair of socks. I did. So I am not waiting this year until June or July. I have just hit January running. It is January 4th. I mean, we're only 4 days into January. And this is my third pair of socks working on. Third pair. They're not done, but I'm working on them. I had to do this color. Oh my gosh. This is the Barocco vintage sock yarn that I got in one of my Aberdeen Wool's mystery boxes. I know. And by the way, not trying to enable. There, if you put in, I think it's box 15, yeah, until the 5th of January, you get 15% off their stuff. And if you spend $100 or more, they will email you a $25 gift voucher, and it's $10 or $15 flat rate shipping to the United States. I don't know what it is to Canada. I'm in the US. And then free shipping at $150. There you go. That's my public service announcement. And these full price are, their mystery boxes full price are $19. So this I got in one of my mystery boxes. Well, and I got this one. And I got these. I got 5 different colors in my mystery boxes. And I commented, yeah, I want to use them. Look at that. Look at those colors. Oh my gosh. I want to make some socks. And I was talking about that yesterday and everything. And then, of course, after my video, I'm like, oh, I really want to work on them. And I was a good girl. And instead, I worked on my Tangled Poet cowl. I mean, we don't have a theme right now. I'm not even sponsored. I'm just saying. I was working on the cowl and I got the amount that I was supposed to get done, and I'll show that because I want to do one ball a week, right? One color a week, and there's 14 of them. So I'm like, I got this, and I'm so into color work. And we know I've talked about wanting to do color work socks or mosaic socks or something like that. So I cast it on. Let me see if I can get it to where I can get very far. Okay, I'm wearing pink, so you can't see it. That's lovely. That's lovely. It blends. I'm in camouflage, okay? I'm in girl camouflage. That's right. It's girl camouflage. But you can't see me. All right, so let me pull it up to the camera. Let me get a little closer. Look at that. Look, can you see it? Can you see it? Oh, you can. Oh my goodness, look at that. So I am doing mosaic knitting. I am doing a mosaic knit sock. I believe this is my first time. Again, let's try something fun. Let's do something new. And you can't go wrong with that, that hot pink and chartreuse colors together. I mean, I don't know if that's what it's called. What is it called? Die lot color 12014. It has a die lot number. Do we not have a name? pink. It doesn't have a name. But anyway, so yeah, they've got QR codes on it that says learn more. I don't know what you would learn, because maybe the washing information? I'm not really sure. I don't know what you would learn on the QR code. I might have to try that out, or maybe not. Anyway, so started these. Do I have the pattern? No, of course not. I'll put the pattern in the drop-down box, and if I forget, please tell me, and I'll put it in there. I really will. I've had people tell me because I've forgotten on different things, and I'm more than happy to go back and look it up. I told you I was going to do it. I just got sidetracked. It's a thing. It's a thing. So what do you think? You're like, I can't. If you're like my husband, you're like, I can't see it. You got to get 4 or 5 inches first. Got to have the whole leg of the sock or something before you can see the pattern. But look at that. You see like that little, see, those are slip stitches. You're only using one color at a time. You're not carrying any floats all the way around, right? Let me see. It's, see, it's the same kind of, you're not doing any floats or anything along that line. So I don't have to worry about that stretch issue. Remember I was talking about that if I wanted to do the socks and do the color work like I've been doing the hats and stuff, because I'm getting better, right? I mean, that's all it is practice. You just keep doing it over and over again. First couple will be like, you'll get better. I did. You'll get better. So this one's not going to have those issues with the stretch on it. Yay, because it's the mosaic. So mosaic gives you a color work effect without having to work with 2 yarns at once. So you just trade that yarn every other row. You know, one row's pink, the next row's green, then pink, then green, then pink, then green, and you keep doing that. And then you slip the stitches, and that's what's making that pattern. So you don't knit that one, you slip that one. So it's really kind of cool. So you can get some really fun and neat effects like that. And this is my first time doing that in a sock. So yay. I mean, the first week of January is not over. I mean, it's been a long week. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't a bad week. It's just a long week. I'm exhausted. I know why. Because I stayed up too late. Yeah. Because I'm like a child. You can't tell me I'll have to go to bed yet. My husband's like, honey, you need to go to bed. You got work in the morning. And I'm like, I don't want to. He was right. He was right. I should have gone to bed. But yeah, I was being a child and I didn't, and I'm paying for it. So I'm going to rest this weekend because I was being a child. And I really need to get some beauty sleep or something. He tried to save me from myself. I wasn't having it. No, I just wasn't. So I've had some people telling me what they're working on down below in the description box, and I greatly appreciate that. Have you gone nuts on socks or something else? I mean, there are some laundry lists, man. If you haven't words are hard. If you haven't taken the opportunity to look at the description box, or not the description, we can look at that too, but the comments to see what everybody else is doing. There are some people in the comments that have commission orders and things like that. And I think they could have easily done the start 12 projects on the 1st of January and not had a problem with it at all. I think with this pair of socks, that puts me at 3 projects this year. Started, not finished. I did the Tangled Poet cowl, and I'll show it to you Monday I'll show you where I'm at, because, you know, gotta have something fun. This thing right here. I started that. I started crochet socks. I know, crocheted slipper socks. And full disclosure, I did not touch them today, letting my wrists kind of, I did other stuff. I did. But I didn't play with the socks. I did other stuff. You'll find out. But again, like a child, you can't tell me what to do. So I had the crochet socks that I started, the cowl that I started, and then this. So I got to start something else tomorrow, right? I mean, yeah, that's 3 projects started. Yeah, I'm having fun. This is pretty cool. I'll get that 12 projects before I know it. I will. Little irritated I didn't know, but then again, I just didn't know what to do anyway. How many do you cast on or start or crochet and knit? Yeah, I say cast on universally, but you know, I also count the crocheted socks as a cast on project. I just use it as a generic, I started something. So that's what that is. And I'm still working through, what do I want to do this year? What are my goals? What are my aspirations? And I had a big smile on my face because I thought of one. I thought of a new thing, and I'll bring that up in one of later videos. It's exciting. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna post that to my members. Yeah, my members will know. Yes, I'm gonna let my members know what I'm coming up with that I think is fun and exciting. So gonna have a blast. Oh, and thank you to all my subscribers. And if you're not subscribed, please do so. And thank you so much for all of the members that have decided to join me in my channel and support all of my wacky endeavors that have to do with yarn. And yeah, yarn. Yeah, that's it. Just yarn, right? I mean, and all the crazy things that go along with it. I mean, isn't that why we're here? Is we all have that one common goal or that one common thing. And you ever notice when you discover what that common thing is, there's a lot of other parallels. I know that there's quite a few people who comment that their husband is very similar to mine, being the yarn enabler and being the one who likes all the projects and tries to claim them regardless of what they are. I think that's wonderful. Through that, we're finding out there's a lot of similarities, not just the love of yarn. I think we attract a certain breed. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So that's just a lot of fun as far as that goes. But I do have more things coming up that I'm planning through the new year. And I don't know. I think I might do a live tomorrow. Today. Yeah, today. I'll do a live later on. Yeah, I don't know what time. We'll see. We'll see how awake I am. That's how I do my lives. I'm like, oh, I'm awake. Do you want to talk? That's how that works. Yeah. So maybe one day I'll actually schedule some. But then I'd have to schedule when I was awake. And that's weird. But I know it's weird. I mean, this is my fun time. This is my play time, is to come into my room and play with my yarn and talk to all of you about playing with my yarn and creating things. And, oh, who's worked with their advent calendars yet? I want to know. I've already gone over some ideas and I've looked at some more. I think I've got like a video worth of things, you know, ideas for said advent calendar. And I just have to narrow that down just a little bit, you know, like to one or two things. And then that's the other thing. I don't have to use all of the yarn in one project. I can make multiple projects and just use all the different colors as, you know, just like, oh, here's all my greens in a project. Here's all my yellows in a project. Or do some color work and everything a little bit more with leftover bobs and bits. I mean, it's a lot of yarn. I've got options. So looking at some fun things like that, the goal is to not let that one languish. I would love to get another one next year. I really would. This has been a lot of fun doing the advent calendar this year, first year. I would love to get another one next year, but currently, and I can change my mind. I can change my mind. But right now, in my head, I'm firm. I am so strong. I am firm. If I don't work with that yarn, at least one of the minis, just saying, I got an out. Always have a loophole, right? If I don't work with that yarn by the time that they do the pre-orders for next year, I may bow out of the advents. It was a lot of fun and I did it and I thoroughly enjoyed it, but minis confuse me. They do. Yeah, I'm the one that likes to get 2 skeins of fingering weight yarn because, you know, I might not have enough. And then the minis, even though these are bigger ones, these are 30 grams, right? The minis confuse me. Like, what do I make with that? Don't I need 12 of those? No, you don't need 12 of them. You don't. But they really do confuse me. So if I don't actually work with some of this and get over that, oh, that's the thing. Oh, there's an idea. That'd be a new first, wouldn't it? It really would. Get over myself, right? With the minis, just get over it. Just work with them. Put some colors together. Put them in a grab bag, grab one out and make whatever, right? You know, don't be so afraid. It's not really a fear, just more of a, like I said, I'm used to just like, well, if I don't know what I'm going to do with the fingering weight yarn, you know, which has like 400 yards on it, I should get 2, you know, because then I have options, bigger options. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's another one that I can really push myself to do something more that I haven't done before. I'm doing mosaic socks. We're not even a full week into January and I'm already jumping out on the ledge. I mean, that is cool. Oh, and the crocheted slipper socks. I have not been successful with crocheted socks. These right here, I think I'm going to be very successful with. So that's really good. You know, it's a start, right? It is jumping into the new year and doing new things. So that's an exciting time. That really is. I think that little tidbit, that mindset, will help me to actually use this Aberdeen wools, at least part of it, for my advent calendar. And then I'll have that loophole come to the end of the year when it's time for all the advent calendar people to put their goods and everything for sale, because it takes them a few months to get everything ready. So the sales, not sale like on sale, but you know, it goes for sale. The pre-order, that's the word, pre-order. Yeah, those are anywhere from like July to September-ish or what have you, just depends on the company. I got my Advent from Aberdeen wool. I paid for that in August, and obviously I got it right before December started. Not everybody did, and I really cannot fault Aberdeen's for that. With the Canada mail strike going on, everyone had to go for alternative ways to mail things, and there were people who did not get theirs on time. And that makes total sense. But wow, you know, I think they did a really great job of trying to get everything out on time. That was not something that they would foresee, or any business would foresee for that matter. So I'm going to cut them some slack on that one because, well, that wasn't their choice, you know, besides get into a car and everything and hand deliver it, right? Yeah, so I got a new out. That's exciting. At least it is to me. Now my brain's really going. It's like, oh, now I have to do it. Now, before I wanted to, now I kind of have to. Does that make sense? I'm like, oh, that's another new thing. Yeah, that's another new thing. And with all the little minis like that, if I want to continue on with like the color work and stuff, that's perfect. You just keep mixing and matching the minis and doing socks and stuff with the color work, the mosaic, the slip stitch, texture. Oh, we should do texture this year. What do you think? Do you want to do texture with me? Oh, I love baubles. If you've been around for a while, you know I love baubles. I love the lace, the cables, and the baubles. Yeah, we should do some texture. We really should. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Tell me what your favorite textured thing is. Yeah, what do you know the crochet stitches, the knitting stitches? A good texture for a crochet, like if you're looking for washcloths or something like that. Great nubbly texture and just feels wonderful in your hand. Triple crochet, single, triple, single, triple, single. And that's your whole row. Then the next row, when you come back, you single on the triples and triple on the singles, you know, kind of like a moss stitch, right? And then, yeah, you do that. It is fantastic. It gives a great texture. That's a little bit of a sidetrack, but it's texture, right? I did mention it, right? You know, so you can do the same thing, knit and crochet. Yeah, lots of fun. I'm going to go now. Yeah, I think I should probably go. My mind is on fire. I hit a whole bunch of things. They're pinging like a pinball machine. You know, when you get all the balls and everything get released at once, it's going like this. It's bouncing off the bumpers and everything. Yeah, that's where my brain is right now. It's kind of an exciting time. Yeah, it really is. I know I keep saying exciting, but I'm just like, whew, yeah. Did you know, another sidetrack. So if you've been around for a while, you know that I was prior military, right? Retired military, the whole 9 yards. Got it. First duty station was Germany. That's where I met my husband. Yeah, lovely. I got drug tested a lot. I got drug tested more than I should have. And it's because of this attitude. They're like, you've got to be on drugs. I was the one, you know, they random drug test, but my name was always on the list. Let's put it that way. You know, always on the random drug test list. I'm like, no, this is me. This is just how I am. Like, oh no, you must be self-medicating. Nobody's like this. I'm like, yeah, but this is how I am. And when I got happier and more excited, I talked faster. I've slowed my speech down so much. Yeah, I used to sound like an auctioneer, kind of, you know, didn't actually sell anything, but kind of like an auctioneer, just really, really fast. Yeah, because this is how I get when I get excited. Like all the pinball machines going off and everything, and I'm like, lights and colors are happening and what have you. And they're like, oh, yes, you, drug test, now. Go pee in a bottle. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Come by it naturally. This is me. Come by it naturally. Mom always said, if you want to be high on life. Mom had good advice. She really did. Yes, she had good advice. So this is what you get. But you can see why they were a little concerned, just a little bit. All right, everybody. With that final story, before I start another one, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.